Indeed, greetings unto you, my beloved and holy friends. Thank you so much for joining me again on another video. I really do appreciate your presence so much. If you like what it is I'm doing, consider liking the video, consider subscribing, and do leave a comment. I try and answer every single one of them. Let's go live. Boom. I feel really good today. Really good. I've been confronted, if you will, with some important life lessons that I really had to learn. And I feel like now that I'm learning them, they're really resonating with me. So I want to start this off, as always, with something worth saying. So the thing I want to say today, the thing I think is worth saying, if you will, is right where you are, practice where you're going. That really sits well with me. Right where you are, practice where you are going. It's so simple, yet like wrapping your head around what is being said. Right where you are, practice where you're going. And I feel it comes back to intention. It comes back to that intention that you hold for what it is you want to experience, right? And by practicing right where you are for where it is you want to be or where it is you're going, you're literally manifesting where it is you're going in this present moment. The whole journey of 1,000 steps or 1,000 miles, it starts with the first step. And in that first step, the entire journey is already contained. The first step is just as important as the entirety of the rest of them. And by becoming aware of this lesson, I have gained a lot of respect, a lot of clarity, a lot of feeling as well towards taking these steps every single day. And this is not exactly the most important lesson that I learned today. Oh my, I'm gonna put my cup of water back down actually. So today's lesson, at least the resounding lesson that I had to learn, is that God only says yes. So you can call it source, you can call it the universe, you can call it, love, whatever word you want to use for it. I think love is a good word. Love only says yes. Thick Thor, hey my friend, Mr. Fireman. I think this is the first time ever I've seen you first in chat. I'm ready for some melting. Get ready for some melting, Dan, because I feel I'm so hot right now. Like I'm already soaking wet with sweat. Excuse the graphic information, but it's hot right now. So we're gonna be melting together. We're going to be melting together. So yes, love only ever says yes. So if you're going to exclaim, "Oh, I want more money," then love is gonna be like, "Yeah, you do want more money. You're very right. Oh, I'm sick and tired of this or that." And love is going to be like, yes, you are sick and tired of this and that. If you're going to be exclaiming, if you're going to excuse my spit, I don't even know if you saw that. If you're going to be exclaiming these things into the universe, what you decree is. And the universe is going to be like, okay, I see this is what you're valuing. So this is what I'm going to help you experience. So this is something I've been practicing for a while, the I am statement. So there's this saying, what follows I am follows you, or follows me, I guess. So think about that. When you say I am, you are decreeing something. You're making it public, not only to yourself, but to the entire universe, because you're putting these sound waves into like you're creating thoughts, producing vibrational frequencies, and then putting these sound waves out into the universe. And the universe is like, oh wait, we see what you value, let's give you more of that. And that realization has absolutely invigorated me. It feels like I'm becoming more and more aware of just how much power those statements have, how much power this capacity has of realizing our realities. And it comes back to the whole, so this is something I believe as well, and this is actually a tattoo I want to get eventually. It's going to be, like, I want to get it on my forearm here, but I'm not sure if I want any arm tattoos. Me judging myself through the eyes of others without even having the thing I'm worthy of being judged for. What? Right? Like, no judgment, but I'm considering getting this tattoo, and the premise of the tattoo, I want it to be, so this is like one of those things that I want to almost have. I'm I want to say 1,000 things at the same time. I always have a lot of intent for the reason I do things and for how I do things and why I want things a part of my life and a part of my field of consciousness. And the number 3 and the triangle is like, the aspect of fire, the aspect of the masculine, first and foremost. It's the most stable shape in our universe, the strongest shape in our universe. And there is this saying that I learned in China while I was there. It's a Chinese saying, but one of my Chinese friends translated it for me. And it goes, one goes into two, two goes into three, three goes into everything. Or one makes two, two makes three, three makes everything. It's something like that. And that's where my initial idea for the tattoo came from. And then in the process of playing with this idea, imagining this tattoo, I've kind of started playing with the idea as well, or at least practicing the idea that when you live with your thoughts, one side of the triangle, your words, another side of the triangle, and your actions, another side of the triangle, in harmony, that is when you have balance. So like sometimes we think things, and then we try and express those things, and then we try and do those things, right? But sometimes we think things and we don't say them, or we say things and we don't do them. So there's always this balance that we have to have. And the more we live into any one of these directions, the closer we get to the center and get to our cores, the truth that resides within us. And like the underlying thought of the things that we say is something that we have to become, at least in my opinion, very, very, very aware of. Because by becoming super, super aware of the reason you're saying things, it gives you so much power. And like this is something that happened to me like literally seconds ago. So with this morning's dancing, I pulled a little bit of like a shin muscle. I think it might be a shin muscle. So like this part of my leg here, I don't know if you can see, but it's like, your shin right to the left of it, at least on my right leg. There's like this discomfort every time I step on it. And I said, damn, my bienes hier in Afrikaans. My leg hurts. And then I was like, no, no, what are you saying? No, you can like talk about your leg hurting, or you can exclaim something that's going to make it better. And I instantly stopped myself and I was like, no, my leg isn't hurting. My leg is getting better. And when I said that, like the thought came to my mind that I should use some of that deep freeze stuff on my leg. And I was like, okay, this is going to help me feel better. And I went directly, I applied some of the deep freeze, and it's now like doing the whole cooling effect. And I can literally feel myself getting better because what I decree is... I'm sorry, I'm going to start reading your comments. I'm so excited and I'm so melting right now, I guess. I'm getting ahead of myself. Got here early. I see that, Mr. Fireman. I'm happy that you're here early. It's sweaty balls out there, huh? Yeah, it is, friend. It's really hot. And talking about how hot it is, I'm actually going to wet my little drip scarf. Shit, is that a lion behind you? It's a lion in my profile. And technically, I could say then yes, it is a lion behind me, because at my core and at my, the soul within me, I have a lion's rage, or at least a lion's fury. I don't think rage is the best word. Fury, definitely. To create, to love, to experience. So yes, there is a lion behind me, my friend, and it's a powerful one at that. No. I mean, tell me more. No, I'm not gonna tell you more. It's a secret now, Dan. Like only the first viewers get to know about it. Need some heat here in NJ, right outside New York City. I don't know where NJ is. New Jersey, maybe? Is that a lie? It's cold here, Maxwell. Winter part 2. Winter part 2, my friend. It's nice though. Like, winter is kind of like, creeping towards South Africa at the moment. It's getting colder and colder, and I'm kind of looking forward to the cold. It's been really hot as of late, so some cold would actually do us really good. Dum 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 dum. Dude, major cat coming up. Major cat coming up? Like a lion again? Hello everyone, cold here, but just finished a nice warm shower. I cannot bring myself to shower in the cold, especially in winter. Yeah, Naomi, I'm not particularly looking forward to the winter cold showers. So, like, this is actually something I was thinking as well today while I was showering cold again. I've been I've been feeling really good today. I spent some time meditating again, and this time I actually took one of my crystals, and I wanted to take like an actual crystalline form, and like my hand reached into my box, and the first one I took was that little bowl of lava that I have, and I was like, this is not technically a crystal, and I don't know if it has any of these, benefits. And then I was like, well, you are trying to, be melt more. So if anything, a piece of lava, and it has like these small little quartz crystals. Not, I don't know if they're quartz crystals, but these small little other rocks, whitish looking rocks that was melted into it, and you can see how, like, as it was melting it, it kind of like mixed with the actual material that was melting it into it. And I was like, okay, this is a piece of molten ball. So take this and go and meditate with it. And I sat with it, I meditated with it, and like I've been trying to be as still as possible in my meditations. So I was like, for I think a solid 25 minutes, I was like completely still, didn't move a muscle. And then my legs started hurting, so I swapped them around. But it felt good. It felt really good. And then when I went showering, I was showering cold. So my shower is like my geyser in my room. Geyser. Is it a geyser? My water heater, I think the American term for it, is broken. And it's been broken for like almost 4 months, maybe 3 months now. And initially I was like really bummed out about it. I was like, oh, this sucks, da 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 da. Now I don't have hot water in my room. And I was showering in the main house shower because that geyser was working. And since I started showering cold, now I kind of see it as a blessing because I'm like, well, I have cold water. I need to shower. This is how it's going to be. But I do know that it's not going to be a pleasurable experience when winter comes around. Ooh, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna continue doing it. Tassino, hey my friend, I've not seen you here in forever. Thank you for the hugs, my friend. I do appreciate it. Tram, good morning everyone. Good morning to you, my friend. Welcome. You're very energized this morning, afternoon, Melt. I'm loving it. I'm feeling energized, my friend. Oh, I forgot to mention. I keep picking up my glass of water because I'm thirsty, but I'm not giving myself a second to even take a sip of water. I'll tell the story. I'll set an intention for my water drinking, and then I'll take a sip of water. Okay, just planning it out in my mind. So last night I actually put 3 different pebbles or stones in my pillow. One is a piece of agate. Agate, is that how you say it? Agate? I think it's agate. Agate. I think it's agate. Anyway, put a piece of agate, put a piece of like green. Damn it, I'm so bad with these freaking names. And a piece of rose quartz in my pillow casing. And I went to sleep like that. And I woke up this morning feeling really energized. I had a really good dancing session. And like as of late, because of my dancing, I usually require a little bit of a power nap around like 11, 12-ish. And that's usually when I go for a nap, like maybe an hour or so, maybe 2 hours. And then I'm like ready for my afternoon stream. And yesterday, from 7 to 9:30, our power was off. So I wasn't capable of uploading my video until after that. Fortunately, I got to render it and then wait for the power to come back on and then upload it. But usually on Thursdays, around 7 to 8:15 or something like that, me and my friends have a podcast. So I was like, well, power is going to be off. I won't be able to join the podcast, unfortunately. And he's like, okay, no, it's fine. What time tomorrow will you be available? And I'm like, okay, I'll be available around this time. And he's like, okay, sick. I have load shedding as well because he lives in different zones, so he has different time periods in which his power gets switched off. And I feel so bad for him. He had like 3.5 hours worth of footage that he lost because of load shedding. Power got cut and his recording software didn't get stopped, so it corrupted the entire file. So he was a little bit bleak about that. But he told me that he wanted to do the podcast from like 11:15 to like around 12:15 or like that. And we were like trying to get together. He eventually sent me a message. Okay, no, I'm available now. And it was like about 11:45 that we actually started. I'm thinking about my water because I said I was gonna tell this one story, and then the story just keeps extrapolating, getting bigger and bigger. I digress, I know, but I'm gonna continue digressing. I'm sorry. I'm coming, friends. I'm gonna read all your comments, I promise. Anyway, so did the podcast, and I had a really good time chatting as well. It was, I feel, a very good one. Me and him, like it was only the two of us that had the podcast, and had some good chats, had some, some profound insights again. And because I had the podcast during my, power nap time, I didn't get to power nap. And now after I went through that whole thing, realizing that I won't have time to power nap, and then feeling how energized I am regardless of that. And I'm not attributing or accrediting the freaking rocks in my pillow. Maybe I am. Maybe my mental intention to put these rocks in my pillow has created for myself a field of energy in which I can, participate, or at least draw from, if you will. And yeah, it's been great. It's been very great. Like, it just comes down to our intentions, man. Intention. And talking about intention, I want a sip of water. I'm already parched. My intention for today is energy, actually. Energy. Utilizing energy for ourselves, utilizing energy for our own expression, utilizing energy for love, and for light. So every sip I'm taking a sip of energy, and it's going to hydrate me, and it's going to fill my body with even more of this energy that I wish to express. Yeah, that tastes like energy to me. Yes, my whole body isn't hurting today. It's getting stronger. It's getting stronger, absolutely, Naomi. That's the one thing that you can be sure of, is that your body will continue to get stronger. That's kick-ass. How's your routine going? Good so far. Finally managed to get my legs sore. Quads and glutes especially seem to be the hardest for me to get any soreness in. So I did a second leg day this week. 2 leg days in 1 week. I applaud you, Naomi. Like, leg day always absolutely slayed me. Like, and it like really like hurt me to the point where I was like nauseous, and I was feeling like death. And like, it kind of discouraged me from doing leg day, and I understand that's why people aren't doing leg day. Like, that's why, the whole bodybuilder community is like, never skip leg day. It's funny to me because I understand why it is the way that it is. So I'm proud of you, Naomi. Like, well done. Hey, good morning, Edmund. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I noticed the same thing. I've been thinking about increasing my leg reps, but I've been killing it with arms, biceps, shoulders, pecs, abs, and aching in the best way right now. Good, Dan. Aches and pains means that your body is healing itself. Like, that's the gist of it. Every single time you lift a weight, at least a heavy weight, you create these little micro tears within your muscles, and then they heal over those micro tears, creating, more and more size on your muscles. Moonstone, is it milky white? No, it's not milky white. And actually, I have a little crystal with me now as well. This is I don't know what it is, but it's blue. And my intention for taking this little blue rock is to coexist with this little blue energy field. And, blue being the color of the throat chakra. I felt it was definitely relevant. Yeah. Man, life has been Life has been so interesting. Just really coming to terms with the power that we have. Really, really coming to terms with it every single day. I feel like I need to learn. I need to continue learning more and more and more, so that I can continue to uncover these aspects of myself. We're so multifaceted as human beings. It's mind-boggling just how much capacity we have to express ourselves, how much capacity we have to feel things, and how much capacity we have to find things out about ourselves which we never knew. I think that's the part that boggles my mind the most. It's like, how can I still find things about myself that has been there from the very start, and yet I was completely oblivious to it up to this point? It like blows my mind, melts my mind, if you will. Uh, hey Edmund, hey Dan, there we go. We have some greets in the chat. Oh, my stream just dropped. I have to restart it right now. I'm gonna go live again, and I feel like, since I'm going to be waiting for this thing to go live, I want to read something else that's worth saying. I am but the servant of love. I am but the servant of love. I am but the servant of love. If you would know love, know yourself first, my friends. You cannot possess love unless you set it free. Feeling is the way to awaken, my friends. Goodness me. So many things worth saying, and so many energy fields worth incorporating into our day-to-day lives. Man, it is unfortunate when Reddit drops the streams, but it is something that happens. I'm sure our friends are on their way back here right now. Energy. Energy, energy, energy. Energy is all around us, friends. Energy is all around us in different forms, different flavors. Like, our very sun is bombarding our planet with so much energy. Like, a ridiculous, like an absolutely absurd amount of energy. And everything on the planet Earth kind of absorbs energy and turns it into different things. Some things turn into heat. Solar power is just, nuclear power from a very from a safe distance. And like, our plants turn this sunlight into sugars. Well, turns carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight into sugar, technically. And it's ridiculous to me. Like, this is something I was thinking about today, looking at my plants, like seeing the little crystals that they're forming. And I was looking at them and just thinking, like, this is something that's in the ground. It gets water and it gets sunlight, and it creates something for me that I get to experience, like a whole ass experience from something that is, millions and millions of light years away from, not light years, like millions and, how far is the sun actually away? I think it's like 300,000 kilometers, or is it a lot more than that? Man, someone, if you're willing, go and do a quick Google search, because I love actually knowing the numbers, and I'm not sure about the exact numbers. How far is the sun away from us? But the point I'm trying to make is, this ball of nuclear fusion, hydrogen and helium, nuclear fused together to create all of this fantastic heat, all of this fantastic light, racing for like 8 minutes towards the Earth before it actually hits our planet. It hits our planet on different levels, on different spectrums, and then, like a plant, just, raising out, receiving, just being like, yes, give me sunlight, takes this sunlight, knocks little freaking adenosine triphosphate molecules off, builds sugars, creates plant mass, and that plant mass in turn expresses tetrahydrocannabinol, cannabidiol, CNB, like a whole plethora, up to like 500 different chemicals into this plant. And it is amazing, because now, because of this whole like plethora of like influences, the water that I give my plant, the very soil that it's growing in, the little insects that walk upon it, and then of course the amazing sun that's just blasting down upon it, creates this compound that I get to literally change my consciousness with, change my perspective on the universe with, change how I feel about myself and how I feel, literally. And it blows my mind. And we're back. Yes, we are, Justin. Thank you for the welcome back, Naomi. Thank you for the welcome back, Edmund. The crew is rolling back in. Thank you, Naomi. Reddit dropped the stream again. Maybe the energy was a little bit too thumping, so it was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You need to calm down just for like a second, dude. Take a second to breathe, come to terms. So, doesn't matter. Doesn't bother me. Still drinking energy. I have to leave for work in about 20 minutes, but so glad to be here. I'm so happy that you are here, Naomi. I've been missing Lane. Man, dude sent me a comment on the YouTube video recently. He was like, I've been taking... What was the word that he used? Not a sabbatical. A hiatus? Did he say hiatus? Why is the word hiatus coming into my mind? I think he might have said hiatus. So, yeah, he's been taking a break, and he told me that it's been like a mental health thing for him. And that he's willing to explain. He used the word explain. If I wanted him to. And I was like, dude, you didn't have to explain anything. I kind of assumed that you were still watching Valorant tournaments. But yeah, when he's back, we should definitely welcome him with open arms. I saw his comment on YouTube as well. I'm happy that you also saw it, Naomi. Yeah, love that dude. I hope that he's well, and I hope that we're all sending him positive vibes right now. Glad you can join, Naomi. I'm catching the stream between patients. Between patients? Are you a doctor, Justin? I've not actually... Because like it's not something that I care too much about, you know, what people's occupation is, because I feel like it's a conversation starter or an icebreaker for a lot of people for the first, like, sorry for not remembering or to say anything about it. I appreciate the energy that you're giving me as well. I'll take your energy, Naomi. I appreciate it. But like the whole what do you do? So the reason people do that is because they're trying to create like a hierarchy or a status difference. So like if you want to diminish your status when you're talking to someone, let's say you're going to a ball, right? You're dressed in a suit. Someone asks you, what is it you do? And you tell them you sweep streets for a living. Like instantly, they're going to have this status and they're going to separate themselves from you. They're going to see you like, oh, you're down here because you're a lowly street sweeper and I'm this or that. And that's a fucking illusion. It's a lie. You're not separate. And that whole status thing that people try to do to each other, it drives me insane. It makes me so angry because why? Why do you have to create this status difference? Why do you have to create this almost power play where one of us has to try and one up one another to try and gain back the status difference that you now have ensued between us? So that's kind of the reason why I don't ask what your job is. And it's not something that I ever talk about with friends or like, not that I don't care about their jobs. I ask about their jobs. And like when I say friends, it's like someone that I meet. And I feel anyone has the potential to be your friend. So someone that I meet out in the wild, I'll never ask them, what do you do? Because I feel that is me trying to like establish a power dynamic, a status dynamic, if you will. So, like, are you, like, when you said patience, Justin, you kind of threw me for a miss there. I am curious now. I'm not trying to set a status difference, but I am curious. Let's give a shout out to Lane. Yeah, we definitely will, my friend. I hope that he'll like maybe be back soon. Maybe if we all like send in general chat, hey Lane, where you at, dude? Come join us. Maybe he'll join us. Good vibes to Lane. Good vibes to Lane indeed. And thank you, Dan. I appreciate the hugs you're sending me as well. Hugs for all. Hugs for Lane. Definitely. Yeah, sort of. A chiropractor. Ah. Did you know that Dr. Joe Dispenza is also a chiropractor? I feel chiropractory. I don't know that word. Being a chiropractor, like your job is literally to make people's lives better, dude. Literally, you can really mess someone up as well. Like you can hurt them almost more than they came there feeling, but like it's for a reason. Like it's with intent that you're hurting. I don't think I've ever seen a chiropractor in my life. No, I've not. I've never seen a chiropractor in my life, but I would like to. Would like to get like someone really in the back there. I really enjoy massages as well. This is actually something that I did back in November when I went to like a psytrance party. One of my friends, his name is Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan. He recently became a licensed practitioner. I think not a chiropractor, but a massage therapist, a licensed massage therapist. And he was like, "Would you like a massage?" And it was like $20. And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And I took my shirt off, like it's in the middle of a festival, like there's people all around. I took my shirt off. I went, I laid down, and I had a massage at a music festival, and it was fantastic. I was feeling on top of the world because I was just like, "Oh wait, I get to have a massage." These people are dancing, people are, drinking, people are going on their own vibes, and it's like this chaos environment almost, and I'm just like laying here getting a back massage, and it just was this contrast, and the contrast in itself was just absolutely amazing. I really love living. People define each other by their professions too much. They really do, Edmund. They really do. It's unfortunate as well because your profession isn't you, it's what you do. And you can be the expression of love in whatever profession you're doing. And this is actually something that came up in the lessons I've been learning. And I'm going to use the example of a street sweeper again. And it's this call, basically. Like imagine a call to action of you need to be the expression of love in whatever it is you're doing. And you're being called to be a street sweeper, and then someone like the street sweeper says, "Oh, why would I ever want to be a street sweeper? No one will notice me. No one will think of me as special. No one will try and interact with me or be friendly with me or whatever excuse you want to put in." And that's exactly the point. It is in God's will to make you the expression of love in the sweeping of the streets. To be able to smile, have a smile on your face, look at the people that pass you as you're sweeping streets with the love of God in your face, and being able to look at them and see the love of God in their faces as well. We have to be the expressions of love in whatever practice we go into. I help heal people with my hands. It's a very rewarding work. You literally do. So now I'm really curious, Justin. Do you believe in Reiki? Hmm? Do you? Do you? I'm pretty sure you know what Reiki is, but do you believe in it? Since you're a chiropractor, you're a little bit more of the actual hands-on, physical. I'm going to go for this muscle, and I'm going to push it in this direction, and this pushing it in this direction and pushing it back in that direction is going to alleviate stress or tension within this muscle, yada yada yada. So there's a lot of methodology, or what's the other word I'm looking for? Not statistics, not validation. Substance, I guess. There's a lot of substance to what it is you're doing, and you know why it is you're doing the things that you're doing. Where I feel Reiki probably has the same, substance, or the reasons they're doing the things that they're doing, but it's a lot more pseudo, if you will. So I'm curious, Justin, what do you think about Reiki, my friend? With a little bit of lemon haze, we can be a very high status street sweeper, lol. Exactly. And I don't know if you're talking about the previous time I was talking about the street sweeper, but exactly, my friend. Like being the expression of love, even in the sweeping of the streets, and it has opened my eyes a lot. Please crack me a little glow stick. Glow stick for you. My best friend is a massage therapist. I'm so thankful to have her in my life. Indeed, healing with your hands. Literally. I hate talking about my job. It's so boring. I only do it so I can enjoy my life with my family and make memories with them. Exactly. And that is exactly what your job is. You are giving energy to receive an energy exchange, which is the currency that you receive for the work that you've done. So basically, a job means you're giving something to society that it doesn't know how to get or that it doesn't have. So by doing this thing for society, by giving society something that it needs, it rewards you with financial or with currency. Let me say that rather. And then that currency, literally, because of the way that you have put yourself out into the world, is just an energy exchange. And that currency is a tool to be used for your life. It shouldn't become your life. And I think that's the big thing as well, because as soon as you mention your occupation, people also not only gain like a sense of status based on the actual occupation, but they also have like a rough sense of how much you should be earning, meaning you have less of this currency, meaning you have less value in their minds. And that's absolutely appalling. No one, no matter if you have absolute zero in your bank account or you're the richest person on earth, has more validity, more status, more grandness, more greatness than any other person in the entire world. Like, we're all equal as human beings in the mind of God. And by coming to that realization, you no longer want to create this status, back and forth. Like, why? What's the point? Why do that? I have a nice day. You are loved. You are loved, my friend. You are loved, loving, and lovable forever and always. And I want you to say that, friends. Believe that. That is one of the most powerful statements that I've started saying in my life, and ever since I have, every single time I do, I believe it more and more, and it's powerful. I do find my job as a bit of a pride in my life. I was ashamed in high school to want to go into hairdressing because I was a high honor student of something like a 95% average. Goodness, that is impressive, Naomi. Like, I wasn't even close to that. But there's nothing to be ashamed of in being a hairdresser either. Like, hairdressing, my mom is also a hairdresser, or she used to be at one point in her life. She's more of a baker these days. Yeah, and there's no shame in it. Like, I absolutely love my mom, and she's been cutting my hair my entire life because, well, not so much lately, but she's been cutting my hair my entire life. So she definitely did what she was supposed to do. She's been an absolutely amazing mother, and I'm sure that you'll be an amazing mother as well one day, Naomi. You'll also be able to cut your kids' hair. I've never been, but I could really use a visit to a chiropractor. Me too, actually. I don't think I need a visit. I have minor lower back issues. I'll probably get like a cyborg back at one point in my life, get stonks upgraded. Great hair, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's very dry as of late, as it starts to move into winter, and I'm not moisturizing it anymore because uh, just because. Oh my goodness, I need a chiropractor to snap my neck. I went to one when I was pregnant, and they couldn't pop much. It was a bit disappointing. I wanted to be cracked like a glow stick. I'm tramp. That's hectic. I don't think the point is to crack you, is it? Is it, Justin? Is the point to crack you? Like, I've seen people like really, because they like twist your neck until it like has tension and then good. Snapping your neck also sounds really brutal. No snapping of the neck. Maybe a cracking of the neck also sounds horrible. Releasing of the nitrogen bubbles that are contained between your bones and the little pockets that keep them. Right? You're cute, but I'm a guy. It's okay, my friend. I don't know what you look like, so I can't return the compliment. But like, it's okay to think another guy is attractive. It doesn't make you gay. It just means that you have a sense for symmetry and you have a sense for beauty. Beauty doesn't have to have a language either. Like, beauty, I feel, is a very universal concept. Like, me and a Chinese person and a Arabic person and a Kosa person can look at the same flower and see beauty within that flower, even though we won't be able to communicate what we see to each other. Our word for flower would be the different, our word for geometry or pattern or stem or leaf or petal, all of those words will be different, and we'll be keeping that in our mind, looking at this thing, having different words for those things that we're seeing, and yet we will all see the beauty of the flower. And it makes me happy that that is a thing. I never experienced it personally, but I do believe in healing energy. Okay, so I'm really happy to hear that. Maybe could do some research. Maybe it could be another practice. Like you could do it like secretive. Like you could do the chiropractic, and then while you're doing the, I don't know if chiropractic is the right term. Do excuse me if I'm butchering your profession. And then on top of it, you can do some Reiki as well. Like maybe just have like a casual crystal here or there, wave it a little bit. Maybe it helps. I'm really curious. My massage therapist friend also offers Reiki and crystal healing in her work. I've not gone for it yet though. Okay, I'm curious about that, Naomi. Like, do consider doing that, because I would love to hear your, self experiment and how it actually works for you. Did you already dance? Yeah, I did, my friend. I danced this morning. It was, in my opinion, a good session. Had a lot of fun. Jumped up and down, but yeah, daytime I'm usually not dancing. Do you have a girlfriend? No, my friend, I do not have a girlfriend. Dude, I just noticed you have vampire teeth. Some people in my country do it cosmetically. It looks amazing on you. Yeah, I do have a vampire teeth, I guess. And thank you, my friend. I have seen those cosmetic surgeries where they, or is it a surgery? I don't know, I'm not exactly sure, but where they add vampire teeth. And it was something that was of big discussion in high school, because high school was, oh, Twilight. So, yeah. Vampire teeth, my friend. I don't bite, though, fortunately. And continue spreading the good vibes, bro. I will, my friend. Absolutely. Unstoppably, unequivocally, undeniably, I will. I absolutely will, my friends. Chiropractic is based on the body's ability to heal itself, so similar to Reiki. Okay, yeah, I guess that is exactly what it is. You are right on with the nitrogen gas being released. It's just a byproduct of the actual movement of the joint. Yeah. I do know that, because this is like something that I like to do with myself. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but that one doesn't go. But yeah, like you can flex muscles and it can like kind of pull your spine together. So like when I flex like that, I kind of press my back muscles like against each other. And then when I do that, it kind of like extends my my spine just a little bit, and it like clicks and cracks. And then people lose their minds about that. And I'm just like, oh dude, it's just nitrogen gas being released from your joints. Nothing wrong with it. And you know what's the interesting part about that as well? Is a scientist did an experiment on himself where he cracked the knuckles. They didn't really click that much. Where he cracked the knuckles of only one hand for something like 50 years, and there was no noticeable difference between the hands. So there is no, oh, why am I hiccuping? There is no noticeable side effect of cracking, and it makes me happy to know that. Don't mean to take over the stream of my work. That gotta be said. That said, gotta go. You're not taking anything, my friend. Don't worry at all. I love hearing about your job, and you're probably gone by now. I love you too. Thank you for being here for as long as you were, dude. You really remind me of Confucius. I take that as an absolute compliment. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much. Love you, Justin. Have a good day. I'm sure, yeah, Justin will definitely have a good day. No worries, Justin. Have a great day. Straight dudes need to show appreciation for how good their friends be looking. I'm better at flirting with my homies than women. Me too, Dad. Me too. And like, I feel if you're really good friends with someone, like people can assume that you're like gay as well. And that always makes me laugh. Like if you have such a good relationship with your guy friends, that people assume like there's something like wrong, then you know like you're doing things right. But like praising each other, loving each other, complimenting each other, being there for each other, and like telling each other when our hair looks good, telling each other when we like each other's outfits, telling each other, like, for me, like something that I like doing is when someone is like super comfortable, like let's say me and the homies are chilling together and someone is like sitting in a certain, position or a certain posture in their chair, just being ultra relaxed, like, staring into the distance or something like that. Like that's usually the moment that I kind of like take a prompt and be like, you know what, dude, like this image that I'm looking at right now, I really like what I'm seeing. And these things, they go a long way. Being able to compliment your friends, being able to compliment your guy friends, especially as a guy, it goes a lot longer, a lot further, I should say, rather than we realize sometimes. We can save each other's lives by doing stuff like that. Being completely aware, being completely present, and just showing love and light to someone can illuminate them, can bring them so much joy, bring them so much happiness. And it makes me happy that we have the capacity to do that for each other. Man, life is profound. I'm not sure if the comments are stopping again. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, then we have 2 for 2 Reddit glitches today. Like, it seems Reddit is going through some ebb and flows with its stability, because I feel like it kind of got stable as of late. And then, like, as soon as I become comfortable, I'm like, okay, away. It's actually working now. Then it drops again. I'm like, okay, fine. Not going to assume anything. I'm just going to live into the knowing that it might be might be still broken. You're such a cool dude. I wish people were more kind like you. Thank you, my friend. I really do appreciate you saying that. And yeah, we can. Literally, I'm nothing special, my friend. I'm just 22-year-old kid living in South Africa who has had a bunch of life experiences that has forced him to become what he is today. And I say him and he because this is just technically an ego that my divine consciousness is wearing. This Meltmore is an ego that I have now created for myself. Like I was given an ego as well by my parents, the name they gave me, the way that they raised me, the things that they exposed into my field of consciousness, and that made me the person that I am up to this point. And when I decided to start this content creation career, if you will, I kind of came to the realization that I want to pick a name for myself. I want to pick an ego for myself. Like, and the word ego is very stigmatized, and what's the other word? Demonized? I think demonized is also a very good word. People are like, oh, the ego is bad. Kill your ego, da 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 da. But the ego is necessary, my friends. If it wasn't for the ego, we wouldn't be having this lived experience either. So I'm very aware of that. And in choosing this ego, I feel like, especially since the way that we're doing this now, being able to stream every single day, showing every single day how much growth is possible, just through being consciously aware of our own, ability to be consciously aware. And I'm not even remotely the same person that I was at the start of this journey. Day one, Meltmore is not the same Meltmore that he is right now. And it's amazing. It's so amazing. It makes me so happy. And it gives me so much hope and anticipation and excitement for what's to come in the future. And it's possible for you as well, my friend. It is possible for all of us. And it makes me happy that I get and we get to actually share in this journey. You can feel your happy, good energy. Such a wonderful gift you have. I'm happy to be giving it to you, my friend. Like, we should be sharing in the gifts that we have. That is what it means to be a creator at the end of the day. Heading off to work now. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Have a wonderful day, Naomi. Thank you for being here with us for as long as you were. Sending you love and light in your occupation. Be the expression of love as a hairdresser. And smile at the people, look at the faces of people, and just share love with them, share that expression with them, share that creation with them, and make them happy. Put smiles on their faces. I'm a mom of a special needs child, and you are a special person. It makes me so happy there are good-hearted people like you out there. Thank you, my friend. Like, I really do appreciate you saying that. I'm sending you so much love and so much light. With your special needs child, know that you are an absolutely amazing mother. Being that strong and taking care of a special needs child, it just shows me how much capacity we have to love. And I'm sending you so much love and light in that situation as well. I don't know what the extent of your kid's special need is, but it's something that every time I see it, it humbles me extremely. So, humbles me completely, brings me back to my core beliefs, brings me back to that stability that I have, and being grateful as well, being so grateful for all of the capacity that I have to be able to give and to love and to share this. It's been it's been profound, friends. It's been absolutely profound just how much change this has induced in me. Every single day, constantly self-reflecting for like an hour plus changes you. It really does. And it's supposed to, and I'm happy that it does. Bro, you're the best. Keep killing it. No, friend. No one is the best. I am just one part of the whole. And I'm happy that you're sharing this with me. I'm happy that you're here with me. I'm loving you, my friend, and I want to praise you as well. He is autistic. He loves to watch you dance. Okay, okay. That actually makes me so happy. Like, I know autistic children have this capacity to really get almost, I want to say the word enthralled, but I feel enthralled also sometimes have negative connotations, but enthralled in a topic. Like, I have an autistic friend who got really into trains, and he was absolutely fascinated by trains, and I would listen to him for like it felt like hours of him just talking about trains, and I was like, okay, neat. Continue telling me about trains, and he was so passionate about talking about trains that I couldn't help but listen to him. So I'm curious, my friend, does your kid also have something that he's enthralled by, something that he's super passionate about? And I hope that he considers trying to dance like it. I hope that I can inspire him to do that. Taking my son for a walk to the park. Have a wonderful day, Melt, and everyone. Thank you, Tramp. Sending you love and light, and I hope that your walk in the park with your son is absolutely beautiful. You're a good mom for spending time with your son, especially walking in parks. Like, you're looking at trees and wildlife and nature in general is so good for our mental health, and I hope that your son picks up on that. I don't know how old he is, but do tell him that. Tell him that if he ever has a negative mindset or doubt or fear or lack, go and walk in nature and just look at trees. Like, it's been proven, like I'm looking at the trees now. It's been proven that looking at trees actually creates like positive feelings inside of ourselves because we see the fractal geometry in them, and looking at nature's fractals produces chemicals in our brains that make us feel good. It uplifts us, and it's amazing. Mm. I noticed the difference from your few streams with us now. Crazy amount of growth and progress made. Thank you, my friend. I'm so happy that you mean that. Uh, oh, okay. Hey, I remember you from ages ago. You were rolling the joint of peace. Yes, I was, my friend. Oh, wow. Valdos? Like, you've seen me a long time ago. Like, I think that stream was probably the second stream I ever did in RPAN. So, like, what he means of rolling the joint of peace, I wrote down on each one of my Egerics for that festival that I was talking about a little bit earlier. I rolled joints, 16 joints to be exact, for the whole festival. And on the Gerics, I wrote one of my core values. And I was rolling the joint of peace. And yeah, it's crazy to me that you were there for that, my friend. Hello and welcome back. Haven't seen you in forever. I'm not the same person that I was. Like that weekend actually was one of the things that changed me the most of all. And I'm happy to see you again. Mm. He will copy your dance moves. He loves to make crafts and drawing. That's fantastic. That makes me so, so happy. Crafts and drawing, being a creator. And that's literally what he is. By enjoying crafts and drawing, he is creating onto this world. And like I've seen such amazing creators from autistic people especially. So encourage him in that, my friend. Do encourage him in that. He loves being outside. He is 16 months old and loves birds. We have a pond behind our house, so we have cranes, herons, hawks, ducks, etc. Plus the gator he gets to see daily. That is so cool. A 16-month-old, so a year and 4 months. Damn. To think that little bundle of person, like he's probably like that big, right? This this big. He's small. That little bundle of person is going to grow into a full, functioning, experiencing, expressing human being. Damn. I hope that he becomes a vessel of light, like you already are, my friend. And I'm sure that he will, because just look at the mom that he has. Hey friends, how is everyone? Hey prestigious match. Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. I'm well. I hope the rest of our friends are well as well. Enjoy breathing that fresh air. Now that you say that, I want to breathe in some fresh air as well. Mindfulness breathing exercises. Becoming completely aware of our breath. Taking control of something that is automatic gives us power. My sister is baking cakes, so she's just closing the door for me because it's making noise. I don't know if you can hear it. Doing pretty well today, actually. How are you? I'm happy to hear you're doing well as well. Well as well, Edmund? Yeah, well as well. Goodness. What you decree is. God, the universe, the source, the primordial ooze, love, only says yes, my friends. Only says yes. So we have to say things that we want it to agree with. Want it to agree with. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am loving. I am giving. I am forgiving. I am passionate. I am expressive. I am happy. I'm joyous. I'm growing. I'm evolving. And every single time I say one of these things, God is like, yes, 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 you are, yes, you are, yes, you are. And I'm inviting more and more of these things into my life every single day. Since the other day when we turned our clocks forward an hour, I haven't been able to catch it too much. It's okay, my friend. Don't worry. I'm not asking you to explain yourself. How dare you, prestigious match, not tune in on every single one of the streams, watch every single one of the YouTube videos, like, comment, create 50 alt accounts and subscribe to all of them. No, I'm joking, my friend. I'm just asking because I've thought about you and I'm happy to have you here again. And it's nice to have you here. Hate having to turn our clocks forward and back in America. Yeah, daylight saving times, daylight savings time. It's a little bit wrecked, but at least you don't have to deal with like the government switching your power off for 4 hours a day, sometimes more. you know, pros and cons, like the whole thing in Texas. Like imagine that happening the entire year and for multiple hours at a time. Good day, let's melt more together. Let's melt more together indeed, my friend. Oh, I feel today's stream was absolutely energetically charged. I hope that you can feel it. I'm trying to like send this energy your way. I tried to catch them all. I tried to catch them all. I genuinely love these streams, and I genuinely love you, my friend. Genuinely, genuinely love you, and I appreciate you being here every single time. I appreciate your creations. Do tell me a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind. What is it you like to do, my friend? What is it you like to do? What is it that inspires you? Like, I feel these are the good questions. What is it you like to do, and what inspires you? Like, even asking you these questions, I feel like I'm asking myself these questions as well. What is it that inspires me? I think creation. Goodness. Yeah. There's just so much creation all around us, in our friends, in our expression of selves. And now that I'm talking about that, I'm thinking about Toasty as well. Just being able to be creators, actual creators, living to create, and creating begets more creations, because creation inspires more creation as well. And it's this loop. Creation is forever continuing and creating more of itself. Mystery, living mystery, through mystery, to return to mystery. We're part of such an amazing flow, and we get to be in this moment. And that's the thing with like states of flow as well, is you come to the realization that everything that was and will ever be is here with us right now. We're just not experiencing it. Huh? Think about that. All of the abundance, all of the wealth, all of the health, all of the happiness, all of the family, all of the experience, all of the places that you want in your life, you already have, my friend. You're just not experiencing it right now. Because what is the future if it's not now, then? Hmm? Understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, at least. We already have all of that, my friend. That's why I feel being patient is something that has been so important in my life. One of our friends actually bought me another pashmina, another scarf, and he has been forgetting to send me it, like from America. And he sent me a direct message on Reddit today, like profusely apologizing. And I was like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, I understand your intent, and I know that you're not being malicious, not being, you're not coming from a place of, like harm or uh, judgment or separation. Like, I know you're taking the time to do these things, and that is perfectly in divine order as well. And I said to him as well that patience has been the lesson that I've been having to learn over and over and over and over again, because I feel like I've not been learning it. Like, every single like ass kicking I've had in my life has been like, at its core fundamental value is like, be patient and let things be. Like, stop being so hands on with it. And ever since I've come to that realization that I have to be patient, it's given me so much calm, I feel. I'm a trucking enthusiast. I'm trying to get into CDL school so I can become an over-the-road semi-truck driving like my dad used to be. That's amazing, my friend. And I'm a major medical marijuana enthusiast. Thank you for sharing a little bit of your expression and yourself with me, my friend. Do you have a favorite truck? Like, I really like those big, bulky looking American trucks. Trucks are so powerful as well. Have you seen those videos of the trucks that they like super tune and then they drive as fast as planes? Like, now when I think about trucks, I think about those things as well, and they're fascinating. Need to catch a stream on YouTube later, but I'm feeling the high energy of the stream now at the end. Oh yeah, Rena, it's been it's been like go time, like running, and it's like I'm so hot right now. Still, it's burning up. Fortunately, the sun is setting behind me, so like it's getting a little bit cooler at least. But it's been hot. We've been melting this whole stream. Hi Eva, come here, come here, my leafy dunk. Oh, some my wolf duckies. Sorry. Oh, some my wolf ducks. Oh, some my wolf duckies. Oh, some my poppers. Huh, Eva? Huh, Eva? Say hello for the mensa. Oh, some my wolves. Peterbilt 379 is my favorite truck ever built. So, like, those words are unfortunately just words to me because I don't know what the Peterbilt 379 looks like. I do appreciate the heart for me. You're very hot, Eva. And I think she felt the heat coming off of me as well. One day I hope to own my own. Absolutely, my friend. What you decree is, and you will own your own, my friend. You just have to take those steps, climbing up the mountain to get your own Peterbilt 379. And I look forward to like hearing or like seeing your message. Let's say day, you want to set a goal? 5 years or something. 5 years will be day like 1600 or something like that. So day 1600 or something, I want to see Prestigious Matt typing in chat, I got my Peterbilt 379 Meltmore, and I'll celebrate with you, my friend. And thank you for the wholesome, my friend. I do appreciate it. Can you drive trucks and not be able to pass a drug test? Just curious. I'm curious as well, actually. It's the brand Peterbilt 369, badass old school truck. Bad to the bone. Okay, I'll have to go and like see now. Maybe post a photo on the r/Meltmore. I'm curious, my friend. I would like to see it. Like you would know what it's supposed to look like as well. Like if I'm going to Google search Peterbilt 379, I might get like a bunch of results. But I want the one that you want in the color that, or not want the one. I want to see the one that you want in the color that you wanted. You know, with all of the bells and whistles attached. I look forward to seeing it, my friend. Yeah, now I'm curious as well. So, if you're a medical marijuana user, Prestigious, are you allowed to still drive trucks? Like, it makes me so angry sometimes. Like, obviously, you don't want people smoking bud while they're driving trucks. Even though I don't believe it inhibits your ability to drive all that much, but that is a topic for another day. But let's just say that you smoke on your off time, like when you're supposed to be going to sleep on like a long road. I think you should have access, or at least the capability of smoking bud, because I can guarantee you, alcohol is significantly worse. Not only drinking while driving, but also drinking the day before you need to drive, where cannabis isn't going to affect you as negatively as drinking will in either of those scenarios, and yet you can drink, but you're not allowed to smoke. I'm like, let me see what you said. Actually, it depends on your state. I have a medical marijuana card, so in my state, you can, as long as you don't use your meds on the job. Okay, I'm so happy to hear that. Gives me some uh, calm. No, gives me some hope. Yeah, that's the word. I'll be posting a pic for you, Meltmore. Please do, my friend. I look forward to seeing it. Do you own bongos? No, I don't. But I would like some. I feel having a pair of bongos. Bongos is the one that has two little drums, right? I think so. It might be. Yeah, I think so. But like I would like one drum, and then I would like to go and be a part of a drum circle as well, around a big fire, like a rhythm playing. Energy, my friend, energy. I think it would be tricky with insurance companies if they're trying to determine fault in an accident. Yeah, it really can be. Like, especially like with different states, and you might be traveling through different states. Like, I wonder if that's going to be a thing as well. Like, let's say, and this is not me, projecting anything into the world, but if you were like, let's say you have a medical cannabis card and you're driving interstate, so you're going to a different state where cannabis isn't legal, and then you get into an accident in that state, are they going to try and prosecute you based on the fact that you're a medical user and you're living in a different you're in a different state now, going to a police station in a different state? It's so backwards that you have states in which it's legal and then states in which it's not. Like in some states, you go to, like, you can have like prison sentencing for doing the thing that people in other states can go to a store and buy. Like, it's so backwards, it doesn't make any sense. That's right, full moon drum circles are king. They sound like king. I've never had one of them, but I've always imagined. Like, I had the opportunity once. Technically, the opportunity, there was this guy, and I say guy because I thought he was a friend, and then he kind of proved himself to not be a friend, and he suggested that we go to this drum circle together, and then it just never happened. I forgive him as well completely. I guess I can tell the story as to why I don't think of him as a friend. So basically, one day he kind of invited me to a psytrance party, and I was at that point, well, I'm trying to speak in code. Like, I'm trying to say that I was broke at that point, but I'm broke at this point as well. So I was broke at that point, and I couldn't afford to go to this festival with him. So he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I already have a ticket for you." Yada yada yada. So I'm like, "Okay, that sounds sick." I got like some glow in the dark paints, some like just not too many things, but some festival thingies. And I had like a really nice vape. Like if you know vapes, I had a Relo 200X. I think it's called a 200X, a mod, and I had like a ferro tank on it. So it's like a dripper style that had like a 2 mil reservoir at the bottom of it. And it was a fantastic vape. Like it was so nice. So also a bunch of bottles of juice in the bag, and my phone. Fortunately, I'm so thankful. I carried my car keys or the company car keys with me, so I didn't have to, deal with the fact that I lost my keys as well. But I'm jumping the gun with my story. So I basically tell my friends, and it was two girls and him and me, and I tell my friends that I'm gonna go dancing. I ask them, "Are you going to be sitting here?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're going to be sitting here." I'm like, "Okay, sick. Then I can leave my bag with you because I don't want to be dancing. Like, you know how I dance. Some of you might know how I dance. I don't want to be dancing with a bag full of like, paint containers and a vape in it while I'm dancing." So I go and dance. I come back to the friend group, and my bag is gone. And I'm like, "Where's my bag?" And he looks me dead in the face, and he tells me, "I'm not going to babysit your things." And I was in shock. I was like, "What?" But yeah, I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, dude. Like, this is not how you treat your friends. At least this is not how I treat my friends. If someone asks me to look after their things, I will guard it with a spear if I had to. And like, I lost my phone with all of my contacts. It was like the phone that I was using for work as well. I lost my vape, which was like a $300 vape as well. So I took like $1,000 worth of damage that night. And his reaction was, "I'm not going to babysit your things." And he had zero remorse. He didn't show like a drop of remorse at all, because he was like just this, "What? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to babysit your things." And it was devastating to me. And I've forgiven him a long time ago. And I'm still actively forgiving him as well. 70 times 7, I have to forgive him until he is forgiven completely and fully in my mind. But it really kind of took me aback as to who I trust. And like, I never wanted to be discerning with my trust, but I guess I have to, right? Something that I had to learn. Hmm. How has Lane been? Has anyone talked to him? We actually talked about Lane a little bit earlier on stream, my friend. Lane says he's going through some stuff. I hope that he'll tune into stream soon. I'm sending him love and light as well. It makes no sense at all. I know someone who is ex ATF. I don't know what that means, but still works in law enforcement and has arrested so many people for marijuana, but wants to open a dispensary in a legal state. That is backwards, dude. Edmund, that is so backwards. Like, I feel that guy's probably just power tripping. Like, that's at least what I'm thinking. I don't know how he can, how he can't see the hypocrisy. Yeah, power tripping, friend. That's probably why he's looking into this status. Like, he has this status of being someone in power that can exercise that status over someone who is of lower status because they're selling bud or in possession of bud. So he feels powerful by doing the thing that he's doing. Who I got, who I got in the final for you. What? I don't understand what you're asking, my friend. Hey everyone, hey Melt. I don't even get the alert that you were live. Ugh, I don't have to catch up on the YouTube, but I'm so happy I am here regardless. I'm happy you're here as well, Shane. I feel today's stream was definitely worth the catch up. It was highly energy charged, positive all around, and I hope that it helped you as well. And welcome, Shane. I'm also happy that you're here. It's really weird. Like, I don't know why Reddit is so kind of like hit or miss with the notifications for the streams. Like, if you follow someone, that obviously means you want to see their streams, right? So let people know when the people they follow are streaming. Like, I don't know, it doesn't sound that difficult, but it seems to be a little bit. How many cops raid the evidence room on the weekends? I'm kind of curious. I don't think a lot of them do. ATF is the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, but they deal with drugs too. Yes, it's very much a power trip for him. Absolutely, Edmund. I think it's a power trip for a lot of people, unfortunately, because people feel powerless. People feel powerless, and the only way they feel they can regain that power is by taking it from other people. And that is the last way that you actually gain true power. And you can't really teach that to someone. If they don't come to that realization, to that knowledge by themselves, they'll just, continue into living in a state of lack of power, and they'll try to take it from others. It is unfortunate, but as long as we're aware and we don't fall into the same traps, then we're on the right path. And it makes me happy that we can actually know that much. Life is beautiful. So, so beautiful. My friends, I am going to say goodbye for today. It was a really good stream. Thank you so, so much for joining me for as long as you did. I really do appreciate your presence, as always. I love you. Look at me in the eyes. I love you, my friends. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love and light. I'm sending you so much peace and unity. And I hope to see you again tomorrow, my friends. Goodbye.